We just came back from the post office here at Dunsmuir. It opened up at 8:30. We have our 3 resupply boxes, and now it's the sort to see what we have packed about 3 weeks ago and to figure out what food we'll be eating for the next 7 days. Just got dropped off by Tom, our first successful hitch out of trail town, Dunsmuir. And now we're back on the trail. Tom was excited to pick us up and squeezes in his little truck because he said he could avoid doing yard work. And so I feel like I'm a pretty happy person helping Tom miss out doing on yard work. So here we are, PCT Trail, and we're at mile 1500. And we are out for another 7 days.
So we've been on the trail about maybe 4 miles out of Dunsmuir, and getting some really stunning views. This is Castle Craig State Park. It's beautiful. The birds are singing. We just met a cute little family, a husband, wife, and their maybe 4-year-old daughter, out for a 5-day backpacking trip. So cool, exposing kids at a young age, getting them interested, almost like it's like normal. Trail's been nice so far, and we'll catch you down the trail.
So I'm walking, and there's the mountains in the background. We've got about a mile to our water, 1 tent campsite. So like I said before, we've just climbed about 4,000 feet and over 15 miles, and we're sort of at a little plateau as we're walking towards this stream that apparently is not seasonal. So one little more spin around here, see what we can see. Mountains in the background, see if you can see them. Oh, by the looks of things, you can see my face. And there we have it. So see you at the trail. We'll check in at the end of the day.
Good morning. Second day out from Dunsmuir, and got a great view walking along a ridge. We stayed up quite high last night. It was really quite cold. We actually had breakfast in our tent. It was cold enough, but it was cold because it was super windy. But both slept pretty well, and getting ready for a day easier than yesterday for sure.
Less elevation, more distance.
Yes.
Making our way down the trail. We've got about another 30 minutes or so to our first water of the day. We are dry camped last night and had enough water, 2 liters each, to go the next 9 miles for water. And as we walk down the trail to distract ourselves, of course, we have Mount Shasta. Earlier today, we were all going the opposite direction, going south, and now we've switched back around and we're now heading north again, and we're on the opposite side of it. So stop for now, and we'll see you on the trail.
Hey Renee, so what are you having for lunch today?
I'm having salmon salad, salmon with honey mustard, wrapped in a couple sheets of nori. I usually have 2 of those, and then a little dessert snack.
Oh,
How about you, Pierre? What are you having for lunch?
so I've got the second half of some summer sausage. It keeps well, it doesn't have to be refrigerated, and then some multigrain crackers, then a little bit of water, and that's a simple lunch for me.
Your little dessert snack,
And my little dessert snack.
which is always a mystery. until you get it.
I don't know what it is, no.
And what is our view today? What are you looking at?
Oh, it's a terrible view. It's a terrible view of Mount Shasta. It makes lunch taste even better.
We live the life, don't we, honey?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you have to,
Yeah.
you have to.
So we are at the end of the day, day 2 out of Dunsmuir, and we hiked about a little over 19 miles today, and it was nice rolling terrain. We had some pretty decent climbs, but then some down. Overall, it was an uphill walk, but definitely flat areas, and we chose this lovely campsite. There's Pierre. It's on a little lake. What is this lake called?
Deadfall Lake.
Deadfall Lake, and there's 2 of them. We're at the upper lake, and it is clearly a designated spot. We've got a nice little wind barrier here, though we chose not to use it. And a fire pit that's kind of been closed for the season, maybe. A little tent area right there if you wanted to use it. And then the lake surrounded by mountains, so we're in this kind of little bowl. And plenty of water. The lake is clear. Show ya. A little bit of snow up there. We'll make some dinner and go to bed.
It's day 3 out of Dunsmuir. Yesterday was a successful day. Today is relatively flat according to the map. So we're going to try to hike, if our bodies feel good, 19 miles, and if our bodies don't feel good, we can hike 16 miles. But right now, sun is shining, the sky is blue. We just had a hawk or a falcon or something fly overhead. It's giving its beautiful cry, and now we're just enjoying the scenery. Hopefully you can see the mountains way over there. They're snow-capped. I think we go towards those eventually. Not too sure, but we are heading due west right now before we start heading north again. walking through our first burn. It's an older burn because all the green grass has come back. But it's crazy. It's like, here's a tree, and here's what's left of the tree. And then over here, some trees that weren't touched by the fire. So this is on the edges of the burn. We'll be going through the burn for the rest of the day. So just curious. It's not always green and beautiful. Sometimes you can see, I guess, nature at work if fires are a natural thing.
So day 4, morning. Pierre's packing up, getting ready to go. Pierre usually takes the tent down while I'm cooking breakfast and getting out of bed. Pierre's always the first one up, taking care of things, filtering some water, going to the bathroom, and then I slowly follow. I like to listen to the birds and just lay there for a little bit. In the morning, wake up. We usually get up around 6. That's kind of our go-to. Our internal alarms kind of go off around 5:45 or so. But it starts getting light probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So it starts getting light pretty early. Got the ground sheet there. We had breakfast today. We like to sit on the ground sheet. And yeah, hopefully it looks like our day is going to have lots of ups and downs. So that's good compared to yesterday. We didn't videotape last night, but yesterday was a nice cruisy flat terrain. And so it was kind of an easier day, even though we did over 19 miles. But all in all, hope to have a great day, and we'll see you down the trail. Day on the trail. This is actually our 9th day out. And so far, both of us are feeling pretty good. Nice trail. Pretty views, at least, you know, you work to get to the views, but beautiful nonetheless. Had our breakfast and our snack. Probably halfway to lunch. See you down the trail.
PCT.
This is the view of our lunch spot. Day 9. Got a great view.
Good morning. It's sort of a foggy, cloudy morning. Renee's just turned off the water. We're having our breakfast. Our tent is right here. And I'll pan around. We have 20 miles today to get to the spot where we will only have 5 miles for tomorrow to get to the trailhead to go into the town of Etna. So this is where we camped last night. Had a few little sprinkles of rain, but right now it isn't raining, but the clouds are low. So, you know, we've got all our gear on. There's no wind, thankfully, but it's just a beautiful, I guess, quiet, peaceful morning. We'll see you on the trail.
So this is what our trail looks like this morning. Very foggy, and it's eerie because it's also burn area, so it looks like you're on a different planet. Kind of weird. It's chilly. I still have my puffy coat on and my rain jacket, which is definitely keeping me warm, but fingers Fingers and toes are a bit cold. This is, yeah, really weird. We'll see what happens the rest of the day. So it's snowing. It's kind of pretty. We're going up a really steep climb, so
We're warm.
we're warm. Snow is fine, but high enough elevation, I guess. We finally have some views towards the end of the day. It's been a long, challenging day. A little bit of sun in the skies. Most of the day was snowing or sleeting and very, very cold. Probably in the high 30s. But this is the view we have. We've got about 4.5 miles to camp. We'll get there about 7 and hunker down in our tent right away. Dinner in the tent, probably breakfast in the tent. But it's just nice to have a little bit of sunshine and some views. Climbing.
Less than a mile from open in the camp. Today was a adventurous day. We were supposed to be doing 20 miles. We ended up doing 22 because of the wrong turn. And the weather was challenging. But right now we have a bit of reprieve. It looks like we'll be able to set up our tent in without having to do it in the rain. And then we'll probably eat dinner in our tent. This is probably the last view for the day. And there's the rain up in the mountains.
Saturday. Looks like we had a little bit of snow last night. We put our tent underneath this lovely big tree. And as a result, the area underneath the tree, except for the little corner of the tent, has been basically protected. Have an interesting 5 miles to the trailhead, and then hopefully a pick up and into town.
Good morning. We are day, what is this?
11 maybe?
11. It's a town day, thankfully. We have been dealing with quite a bit of snow. The weather hasn't been great. And as you can see, as we walk down the path, it's really quite beautiful. Quite cold, but we had our coffee and oatmeal this morning, so we're nice and warm at the core. Fingers and toes are cold, but that's about it. And wet shoes, of course. We had to put on wet shoes this morning. At least they weren't frozen though, so that's good. But anyway, we'll see you probably in town. Good morning.
Morning.
So we finally made it through the snow. It was quite challenging. But thankfully there was the coating of snow that we had was really grippy. So even on the really slippery slopes, we were able to grip a little bit, though I have to admit I was super, super scared.
Type 2 fun.
Type 2 fun.
Type 2 fun.
But as we come down towards Etna, we've got 1.5 miles. I think it took us about 2 hours to get through that first 2.5 miles. But we're finally seeing some views, and it looks to be a much nicer day today.
Yeah, oh boy, the sun is an amazing thing when you don't have it for a couple days.
And we get to go camp at the RV campground tonight, and then the next night stay at a hotel. So catch ya in Etna. This is where we're staying. This is the camping area for thru hikers. They charge $5 a night, and it's in the local park. There is one shower stall that you pay $5 for, and that includes 2 tokens for 10 minutes and a towel. And so when I tried to do that earlier, I was unaware of how to get hot water, and so I had a freezing cold shower, but I'm clean nonetheless. We went to the local laundromat and did our laundry. And this is what little tent city looks like with all the thru hikers tents. Ours is the orange one way in the corner. So we'll have some dessert, snack, and hit the hay. So we are still in Etna, and we stayed at the park last night. It was fun, lots of people, lots of hikers, thru hikers staying there. Had a nice dinner at the brewery, and kind of hung out this morning. And we had made reservations for this Collier Hotel, which is right in town across from the grocery store. It's a really old historical building, and it's a hotel. So this is the main like living room area, TV to watch. There are I think 8 rooms upstairs and a common bathroom. And then we have the Queen Suite, which is on the main floor. It's a shared kitchen and dining room area. There's laundry facilities in the back at that door. And beautiful front door. And our queen room, or queen suite, has a bathroom, and the bedroom goes all the way back to the bathroom there where Pierre is. And then the cool thing about it is that we're here all by ourselves. She decided to close down the rest of the place because she didn't want to clean on Father's Day. So the rooms upstairs are not clean because it was full last night. So I'm taking a look for the first time too. Oh, it looks like a king suite up here. And the common bathroom. And ooh, a double queen, or there looks like there's a single bed there. A queen. Oh, 3 single beds. And then, so we don't have to share anything. Cute little twin bedroom. And another queen bedroom. Very cool. Here's the door that goes out to the front porch. So yeah, this is a really neat place, and we have it all to ourselves, the whole house. And we got to get in about 3 hours earlier because ours was the only room she had to clean. So we feel very lucky.